Yeah, thought it was a great start to the game tonight with Hockey Fights Cancer. I want to thank the Ralph Ingolstadt Arena and the UND Athletic Department for putting that on. Pay tribute to the people that are fighting the battle, and I thought it was an awesome experience. And saying that, I left something on the table. Should have won in 60, but got to overtime, and I'm grateful that we won in overtime, but need to get better to try to win in a 60-minute game here.
Jake, for the start of the game, what went well in the first 80 seconds?
I thought we had good net front. I thought Kunze did a good job on both goals, just getting in the net, getting in front of them. And that's just playing simple, just getting pucks there. It was nothing cute. It was just simple, predictable hockey, and we got rewarded there.
Did you get a sense after that? Did guys think it was going to be an easy night?
I think we might have gotten a little lackadaisical. That's kind of what I felt, and I think just playing a full 60 is really just every single shift, just taking responsibility and just being predictable to your teammates. And I think we kind of got away from that at times, and that's what kind of gave them momentum, but tomorrow will be better.
How did you guys deviate from that in the second period?
I don't know. I think just kind of getting away from just the predictability of what we think we're going to do. I think when we try to be too cute in some areas, that's when the other team can kind of get rushes, and we didn't have. I didn't think we had a great F3 tonight, just tracking back. But tomorrow will be better.
Jayden, what happened on the overtime goal from your perspective?
Yeah, it's a play we've worked on a lot, and I mean we had the timeout to kind of draw it up, and I thought we made it work and worked out really good.
How do you feel after a game like this?
It's a weird feeling. I mean, obviously we're happy we won, but we're not really happy in how we won. So I think it's a weird feeling.
What are some things you can do better to close out games when you have a 1-goal lead in the third there?
I think just playing smart and just not trying to be too fancy in areas, just advancing pucks, just making them play through us, not giving them anything easy, and that's when it's hard to score on us.
Anything else for the student athletes? Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions for Coach Barry?
What did you sense went wrong? I thought the second period you could sense it coming. What started going wrong in the second?
Well, I think they alluded to one of the things was they're a rush team. Analytically, we went through the analytics, and they generate a lot off the rush. You could see that tonight. And I think, you mentioned about scoring 2 goals early. Sometimes, you want to keep pressing, thinking it's going to come easy, when you score 2 like that, but it doesn't. The other team has pride. They dig in, and they got better after that minute and 23 into the game. And for us, it's the discipline of having that F3 in a good position in the offensive zone, but also the fourth and the fifth guy. It wasn't just the F3, it was the other forwards not working back and giving our D-men a chance to stop a rush and defend. And then the other thing in the second period, when the benches are on the opposite side and we're in the offensive zone and our bench is a long way away, if you stay out on the ice too long, right, and then they get possession of the puck and they're coming towards our net, that's the wrong time to change, is when you're back pressure in a play, 3 guys pour off and they have outnumbers. We always talk about changing out of the offensive zone, and sometimes in the second period, all the time, you better change before you should rather than after you should. And I thought our line changes were very sharp.
Did you think there's some guys who didn't go north enough in the second?
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing is, we got caught at our own game. We always talk about, in the second period, when the benches are far away, quick ups, so that teams, when they pour off the ice, you can outnumber them, right? They did that to us, right? And at the end of the day, our changes weren't, we were tired when we changed all the time, and that led into their momentum here. So, TJ played a hell of a game tonight. The other goaltender did on the other side, too, after he let those 2 in. They both played extremely well, and we got to do a better job in front of them. And, again, like I said to our team after the game, being accountable and making sure that, we know what's going on. It's very easy to go in that locker room and high-five everybody and say, hey, we won the game in overtime. At the end of the day, we're happy that we won, but it's got to be in 60 minutes. And especially when we're leading by 2 or have a goal lead at the end of the game, you got to find ways to close out, blocking shots, advance the puck, all the little habits and details of the game. And again, it's a learning process and growth for some guys. But when you got guys out of the lineup like Louis Jamernick and Bergie and Z out of the lineup, you got to make sure that the habits and details are extra sharp.
What did you learn about Louis? Yeah.
We miss him. Obviously, you know, when he went down in that, he's integral, like he's a huge part of our team. And you know, whatever it looks like from here on in going forward here, whether he's in the lineup or out of the lineup, we have to play and make sure that everybody's kind of doing what he's doing on each and every night. And it was unfortunate the way he went into the boards, but hopefully we'll get him back here soon.
If he's unable to play tomorrow, does Dane go up then?
Well, pretty much have to look at that for sure. I mean, it's tough going with 11 forwards, you know, and playing a 60-minute game, so that's probably an option going forward, and, you know, he'll do a job.
Is there anything you guys can do better to close out some of these games in the third?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is win the draw. Like, you know, we lost the draw clean, and then, you know, they get possession. If at least it's a 50-50 scrum, we can dig into it, try to wedge a puck out of there or whatever, hard rim it out. But at the end of the day, when they rip a puck back, the face-off is a key element. And then from there, it's the willingness to get in front of shots and battle out in front. You know, when the puck's laying in your area, it's got to be a war zone. The guys got to be, you know, at the end of the day, the guys can't be standing around whacking pucks in front of your net.